Yep, you guys saw it. The 2015 ZFORCE EX 800 or 800EX. So I guess it's also known as the CF 800. In Australia, these things are known as snipers. In the service manual, it's called a sniper. And what I found out from the dealership is that all of these machines come out of China. Australia gets first dibs on these. So anything you see new on the brand new 2023s, Australia already had it. This machine did have an engine put in it. I think I made mention of it in my last video where this thing's got 11,000 kilometers on it, but there's only like 3 or 4, 500 or something like that on this engine. And when it was at the dealership, they confirmed it. So I just finished installing 2-inch wheel spacers on this. And I'm just going to tell you guys this right now. I'm not putting down Revco. I love Revco. But when they sent these studs are too long. So I had to use the factory wheel studs to actually mount the spacers. And then I used as you guys can see, I used the nuts for the spacers to actually mount the tires. And I almost wrecked the threads on these things before I figured that out. I mounted that tire first, and when I mounted this tire was loose. And I almost screwed this whole thing up and would have ended up costing him wheel nuts and a whole bunch of other stuff, because again, this isn't my machine, this is my buddy's. So if you guys do get wheel spacers, I don't care if it's 1 inch, 2 inch, 1.5, whatever you guys put on, just be aware to check the studs to your wheel nuts and make sure that they're going to go on and mount properly. That's just one thing I want to say to you. All right, so with that being out of the way, the 800, I got to tell you, that ride I had yesterday, and I just came off a ride today with these wheel spacers. The CFMOTO suspension on this thing is dual stage. It doesn't have 2 springs like the Elkas do, but it does have, and these things do click. So this reservoir does work. I haven't fully adjusted them. I just noticed this here. Oh, look, that is adjustable. Oh, look, it is too. Oh, dude, these are like stage 5s. Check that out. Oh, I never even noticed that. That is wicked. What an update. They are CFMOTO, however. I'd like to get the stage 4 Elkas, and at Throttle Power Sports, they actually have those things on sale, so you can get them on a great price. I love the fact this thing has blinkers. I love the fact that this thing has a horn. These doors have got to go. I want the steel doors on these, but it's not my machine, so it's up to my buddy. The 4-wheel drive system is the standard you see on everybody else except Polaris. Polaris is the only one that doesn't have that. Polaris has the true on-demand. The gauges on this, and the first problem that we had, or he had on this, was overheating. So it wasn't going all the way up, but it would go all the way up to 5 bars or 6 bars. And well, we don't go on long rides, but it was, I think, the thermostat switch, the thermal switch. This radio that's in this is in the way. When I was driving this thing yesterday, my knee kept hitting it. My buddy hates it too because the sound quality is garbage. So what he's going to end up doing in here is putting a Bluetooth speaker, and we're just going to he's going to replace it right up on top of this. So the 800, I think I've said it clearly before that my 09 800, this thing is so reminiscent. It reminds me, just looking at it through the camera right now, it reminds me of my Razor. Surprise, surprise, it comes out of China, right? China doesn't have any copyright laws, so they will copy everything off everybody else. So the fact that this thing, come on, they stole that from Razor, like Polaris, like come on, you know what I mean? The fender flares even look like the ones that were on my Razor, and I think that's why I like it so much. But the thing is, it rides so much better. It really, truly does. Like my Fox shocks that I had on the Razor, I did just before I sold it. I was figuring those things out, the settings, and it got better. But the performance of this machine, going from 50 horsepower to 73 horsepower, and I think it's just a little bit wider or longer. It's definitely wider now. With it's 62 inches wide, this machine now with those spacers. So it's 4 inches wider than stock. But if you guys are looking at getting a CFMOTO machine, I've said before, and I've said it to my buddies and everything, that I would buy one of these. I'd buy one of their 4-wheelers. Now, there's a lot of things that people say about these things, and, well, I don't know. my first impressions on this, I've said I'd buy one, and I definitely go buy one again after riding this thing here. This thing is quite the machine. I love the sound of it. The throttle response on it is pretty decent. I mean, it is an 800, it's not a 1000. 73 horsepower is plenty for one of these things. Honestly, it is. Like I said, lumens, link down below. We are going to put LED lights in this because the yellow lights on this just don't quite cut it. But what do you guys think of this machine? Do you guys have one? Would you buy one? Let me know in the comments. Just a quick video for you guys. There she is, in her glory, the CFMOTO 800 EX. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. And boys, I love this machine. It's fantastic. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. See you in the next one. Peace.